To be nobody but yourself in a world which is doing its best, night and day, to make you everybody else means to fight the hardest battle which any human being can fight, and never stop fighting. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. Trust your heart if the seas catch fire, live by love though the stars walk backward. We do not believe in ourselves until someone reveals that deep inside us something is valuable, worth listening to, worthy of our trust, sacred to our touch. Once we believe in ourselves, we can risk curiosity, wonder, spontaneous delight, or any experience that reveals the human spirit. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. Whenever you think or you believe or you know, you're a lot of other people, but the moment you feel, you're nobody but yourself. Yours is the light by which my spirit's born. You are my sun, my moon, and all my stars. I thank you, God, for this most amazing day, for the leaping greenly spirits of trees, and for the blue dream of sky, and for everything which is natural, which is infinite, which is yes. The world is mud luscious and puddle wonderful. And now you are and I am and we're a mystery which will never happen again. Always the beautiful answer who asks a more beautiful question. Unbeing dead isn't being alive. One's not half of two, two are halves of one. I'd rather learn from one bird how to sing than teach 10,000 stars how not to dance. You are whatever a moon has always meant and whatever a sun will always sing. Kisses are a better faith than wisdom. Love is the voice under all silences, the hope which has no opposite in fear, the strength so strong mere force is feebleness, the truth more first than sun, more last than star. Your head is a living forest full of songbirds. She may be going to hell, of course, but at least she isn't standing still. Unless you love someone, nothing else makes sense. Now the ears of my ears are awake, and now the eyes of my eyes are opened. Love is the whole and more than all. I will take the sun in my mouth and leap into the ripe air alive with closed eyes to dash against darkness. I'm living so far beyond my income that we may almost be said to be living apart. We can never be born enough. Humanity, I love you because when you're hard up you pawn your intelligence to buy a drink. You are my sun, my moon, and all of my stars. The hardest challenge is to be yourself in a world where everyone is trying to make you be somebody else. Miracles are to come. With you I leave a remembrance of miracles. They are by somebody who can love and who shall be continually reborn, a human being. Your homecoming will be my homecoming. Such was a poet and shall be and is who'll solve the depths of horror to defend a sunbeam's architecture with his life, and carve immortal jungles of despair to hold a mountain's heartbeat in his hand. That which we die for lives is holy as that which we live for dies. Only something in me understands the voice of your eyes is deeper than all roses. Nobody, not even the rain, has such small hands. The snow doesn't give a soft white damn whom it touches. Like the burlesque comedian, I am abnormally fond of that precision which creates movement. Lovers alone wear sunlight. Knowledge is a polite word for dead but not buried imagination. I like my body when it is with your body. It is so quite new a thing. Muscles better and nerves more. And the coolness of your smile is stirring of birds between my arms. Only by you my heart always moves. I don't like the memories because the tears come easily, and once again I break my promise to myself for this day. It's a constant battle, a war between remembering and forgetting. I fear no fate for you or my fate, my sweet. I gave him a pleasant smile, which said, if I could see your intestines very slowly embracing a large wooden drum rotated by means of a small iron crank turned gently and softly by myself, I should be extraordinarily happy. Tumbling hair-picker of buttercups, violets, dandelions, and the big bullying daisies through the field, wonderful with eyes a little sorry, another comes also picking flowers. How do you like your blue-eyed boy, Mr. Death? If 180 million people want to be undead, that's their funeral, but I happen to like being alive. If a poet is anybody, he is somebody to whom things made matter very little, somebody who is obsessed by making. Tomorrow is our permanent address. Now is the time when all occasional things close into silence. As for expressing nobody but yourself in words, that means working just a little harder than anybody who isn't a poet can possibly imagine. Why? Because nothing is quite as easy as using words like somebody else. We all of us do exactly this nearly all of the time, and whenever we do it, we're not poets. Any apparent somewhere which you may inhabit is always at the mercy of a ruthless and omnivorous everywhere. Favor everything without exception that makes people different. Discourage everything whatsoever that makes people alike. The rest follows. Laughing is just another way of showing people you're wise. It was hard enough to get to this point, to figure out what my true purpose is and who I am, and then when I found the courage to start living it, I thought the hard work was done. Why, according to tomorrow's paper, the proletariat will not rise yesterday. Oh, Government Français, I think it was not very clever of you to put this terrible doll in La Ferté. For when governments are found dead, there is always a little doll on top of them, pulling and tweaking with his little hands to get back at the microscopic knife which sticks firmly in the quiet meat of their hearts. Almost anybody can learn to think or believe or know, but not a single human being can be taught to feel. Why? Because whenever you think or you believe or you know, you're a lot of other people. But the moment you feel, you're nobody but yourself.